What's good, guys? I'm Jon the Chief, and for this video, it's gonna be on a guide for how to get the best sword within Final Fantasy 15. This is gonna be the first in my series where I show you guys how to get all the best weapons within Final Fantasy 15. So next off will be the Great Sword, and then the pole arms, and then so forth. So first off, what we're going to be retrieving today is the Balmung, which is actually what you get from Staleth Grove Maze at level 86. So you're going to have to be a really high level in order to do this. What you're going to need to obtain first though is the Seal Breaker's Key, because that's what will allow you to enter into the maze, because that is a sealed part of this dungeon. So, in order to actually get the Seal Breaker's Key, you're going to have to complete these 4 dungeons first and also beat the game. So you have to beat the Crestholm Channels, the Balmung Mines, the Castlemark Tower, and the Dowrell Caverns. Once you complete all 4 of these dungeons, you'll be able to go to Esma up here at this point, and then you're just going to talk to her and she'll give you the Seal Breaker's Key and a bunch of quests for completing the maze in each of these dungeons. So then, this is going to be the 3rd hardest dungeon, but luckily you do not need to beat it in order to actually get the Balmung. But I do recommend beating it because that will lead you to another really good weapon when you defeat the boss at the very end of the maze. So let's go into exactly how we get the Balmung. First off, you're going to have to enter Staleth Grove and get to the very end, past where you actually beat the boss your first time running through during the main story. So after you get to the very back, you're going to see this little passageway. You're going to enter through it, duck underneath, and you're going to see the sealed door. You're going to open it using your Seal Breaker's Key, and then once you step inside, it's going to be a very straightforward path. You're going to go downstairs, enter a room filled with enemies, kill all the enemies, pick up an item, then there will be more stairs for you to go down, and rinse and repeat. Eventually, you'll come across a couple of campfires. Once you get to the 2nd campfire, that is when you are about to get ready to get the Balmung, because the Balmung is in a room right before the 3rd campfire. Most of the fights are fairly easy up until the room where you actually get the Balmung. The Balmung is in a room where you actually encounter 4 Tomberries, which is actually really tough because they basically instant kill you with every single hit, and they also do that to your teammates. So it's a very tough fight. What I recommend doing, it might not be the fastest way to kill them, but it's definitely one of the safer ways in my opinion, and it's just by holding daggers and just holding the left trigger if you're using Control C and just keep parry spamming. You'll automatically dodge their attack, then you parry, and then just keep doing that over and over again. I didn't even bother reviving my teammates because they weren't doing that much damage to the Tomberries. They're basically just fodder. It does take a while to go through the fight doing this way, but I think it is one of the safer ways to actually approach this encounter. Daggers are effective against Tomberries, so it will be doing the most amount of damage, and if you just focus on parries, you shouldn't be really taking hits. Since they instant kill you, when you actually get into the danger zone, I recommend using potions to heal you. Since they're gonna instant kill you anyways, there's no point in really using an elixir and getting that max health back up. You might as well just use a potion to restore your health as much so you can continue fighting. Once you kill all 4 Tomberries, the item inside the room will be the Balmung. Congratulations, you have obtained the best sword within Final Fantasy 15. So, the damage is going to be 446 attack, which is about 80 higher than the 2nd best sword in the game, which is the Ultima Blade. Now, the weapon does come with a slight drawback, which is that it lowers its attack as your MP diminishes, but you will not really see that much of an effect from this until you hit around stasis or you're at like 1/10 of your normal MP. So basically, you just have to manage your MP wisely. Do not spam warp strikes with this weapon unless you want to be hitting the enemies with a foam sword, because that's basically what you're going to be doing when you're on stasis. So just make sure you're managing your MP wisely during fights, and then this weapon will be amazing for you. Hope all of you guys enjoyed the video, and hope all of you guys have a great day.